And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Ooh, we are back. We have returned with our final series of the broadcast with our final best of 5 with our ZvZ. In the bottom left-hand corner, we do have Solar for Team Falcons. In the top right, we have his opponent. We have Reynor for Basilisk. Oh, we got there. Let's go. Let us go. And if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series, on who you think will advance on to the top 4 and qualify for the Esports World Cup. It's going to be one of these two. Let's go. Let us go. Catching up with the chat, Solar, best matchup is ZvZ. So Reynor is up for a tough one. He has been avoiding ZvZ. As a reminder, as I just mentioned, they played very often, very recently in GSL. And last time they played, they both went to the ace match. So I do think this is going to be a close one. I think it's going to be very clutch. I can see this going either way. I can see this going the way of Reynor. I can see this going the way of Solar. I would be surprised to see any kind of one-sided 3-0. I expect an ace match, to be honest. I expect this to go the distance here. And we'll see who is on point and who is looking stronger on the day. Let's go. Let us go. As for now, we have our standard hash gas pool out of both players. Now, if you remember those matches when they played in GSL, a lot of it did come down to mind games. A lot of it came down to cutting worker production and going for all-ins. We saw a lot of all-ins from both sides. It was applicable to both Solar and Reynor. Both players were hyper aggressive and very much so in each other's faces. But all typically off of 2 bases. Off of 2 to 3 bases here. So we'll see who's going to be the first to pull that trigger. For now, the openers are standard, which is what we expect. We do not expect 13-12s. We do not expect 12-11s or 12 pulls. So far, link speed is on the way. What we are looking for here is the timing of the third and the timing of the Baneling Nest. Whether they skip the Baneling Nest or not, whether they delay the third base or not, and whether they go for an early Evo chamber. So we're looking for some certain tells here of aggression and of tech. Solar claims his third base is on the way for both players, Solar and for Reynor as well. Reynor's is a little bit later, but again, only by a couple of seconds. Only by a couple of seconds. Likewise, we have a link skirmish here. Reynor winning out on the right-hand side. I believe Solar may have won out on the left. Yeah, just barely. Both players losing 1 link each. Ooh, Reynor losing 2 Zerglings. But outside of that, there's that Baneling Nest on time for both players. Likewise, third base is also on time for both players as well. So far, mirrored builds. We do have Reynor investing a little bit harder here into his Zerglings. And there we go, early Roach Horn as well. So it looks like Reynor, he may be the first to push out. Both players are getting their Roach Horns. No fast Evo chamber. No fast Evo chamber yet. Lings, they moving for scouts. Again, so crucial here to get eyes on any hidden tech. So nice scout here by Reynor, confirms no fast lair, no fast gases, no fast or no hidden tech behind the natural at least. And that is Evo chamber for Reynor. Okay, behind the mineral line. Now, this looks like +1 carapace. There are 2 variations. This could also be +1 range. So +1 range would be for a hatch base all-in. +1 carapace also hatch base all-in. Do you see what I see? Lair. Lair for Solar. No lair for Reynor. So Evo chamber is finishing. Shows the upgrade of choice. +1 range for both players. And I believe Reynor should be going for an all-in. As the observer is pointing out, no lair. No lair for Reynor. So he's doubling down and making roaches, making more overlords. He's going all in. So Reynor, in game 1, he's going to be the first to go for the all-in in this series. Again, I expect them to trade when it comes to all-ins and when it comes to aggression. Lings, they poke in to distract. Nice snipe here on the Morphing and Baneling. Ooh, and we do get into the main. Oh, doesn't go all the way. Does not go all the way. Ay. Solar, he doesn't get into the main. Doesn't scout the lack of lair. Solar has been droning. But now he's making roaches. Roach speed is on the way. Roach speed is not going to help here. Reynor does start his lair, but a much later lair out of Reynor. But he is teching. He is teching up. I assumed he was just going to pull the trigger, but no, he's now droning, taking gases. As a result, the game is going to progress. Now, Reynor, I do like the idea of him revealing his roaches, but now Reynor's pretty far behind. If Reynor's not going for the all-in, look at the timing here for Solar's roach speed. There's going to be a big window in time where he has roach speed over his opponent. He can use that to move out and to be active on the map. So the pressure is on Reynor. Yeah, Spine Crawlers. Spine Crawlers are on the way. As we mentioned, Reynor, he's behind, so Spine Crawlers, they will help him when it comes to defending and surviving against pushes. There you go, does cancel. He recognizes there's no push coming yet. Solar's droning. Solar's droning up. Both players on 55. Reynor makes an extra wave of workers. Solar, he's making roaches. Reynor, he just show his army, but you can see Reynor, he's droning. Like, this is a fake out. This is a very common tactic in ZvZ because overlords are so prevalent. Because you see everything on the map, then you can use that vision against your opponent and fake pushes. So you can see Reynor, he postured, then backed off. It was a fake out. Meanwhile, Solar is not droning. Solar, you can see he's cutting workers at 54. 54 workers, nothing more. And Solar, he's looking to push out. Roach speed is done. Bear that in mind. Reynor is setting up for a Baneling runway on the right-hand side, but Solar, he will pull the trigger. And again, Reynor, he gets supply blocked. Now is not the time. Yeah, reverse supply block. Reynor is pushing. Sorry, I meant to say Solar. Solar's pushing. He's going all in. Solar, he's up 30 supply. Ooh, and Reynor is still supply blocked. No, the supply block is brutal. Reynor supply blocked. No roach speed either. Investing into +2. That's not going to be a part of this. And Solar is going in. He's going in for the kill. He's going for the throat here. Again, it was a very intense back and forth, especially the early to mid game when it comes to droning, not droning, taking, not taking. But Solar, he's done it. He's done it. He breaks through. There's no spine calls on low ground. And again, Reynor, he was droning. He was getting into +2. GG gets called, and Solar takes game number 1. Whew. GG. Again, very decisive play there out of Solar, able to make use of... Oh, let's go. Yo, shout out Ice Guy. Big shout out. Sorry, just catching up. But yes, Solar, he was very quick to cut workers at 54, I think. That was right, 54, maybe less workers. With that, he was able to just double down. Reynor, he droned up 10 workers over his opponent. You can see there, yeah, 54. So 54 workers. Reynor droned up to 66. That is proper 3-way saturation. So Reynor, he had just droned up too much, and he just didn't have the numbers. He did not have the numbers here to hold on to defend. Likewise, he canceled the spine crawlers earlier. He was investing into +2 range as well. And with that, Solar, just numbers game, did overrun. Yo, what's with the slow-mo? What's like the slow-mo action shots of the piles? But GG, well played. With that, Solar takes the lead, but we are now getting ready here for game number 2. Now again, I do expect this trend to continue. Basically, it was Solar going for the initial all-in, or Solar committing to the all-in. Reynor, it looked like he was going for the first all-in, but then he droned up behind it. But we expect them to trade, right? We expect them to trade. We expect them to go back and forth. I would not be surprised if Reynor was the next player to go for an all-in. But it looks like there are some technical issues regarding their headsets. Looks like they are going to be switching them out. So hopefully no major delays. But again, this is the final series of the broadcast. Yeah. You can see that they're just having some audio issues. Reynor's like, May, just play without sound. What's going on? I'm not a terror. You don't need to hear the nukes. It's fine. It's fine. Go. But again, I feel like the dynamic that we saw there is what we're going to be seeing throughout the series is when do you drone, when do you not drone, how hard do you commit, does your opponent read you, do they scout you? That's typically how Reynor versus Solar does unfold. One wrong move and bam, that's game. Likewise, Muta play is also going to be a factor at one point as well, I'm sure. I'm sure at some point we'll see 2-base play into Muta, for example. So, Reynor is just jamming out. Jamming out to his Italian rap playlist. Let's go. But, shout out to the admin team. It might also be related to the white noise. For those who don't know, I don't know if you noticed this, but there's a headset, but there's also earphones. The earphones actually have the audio of the game, and the headset actually pumps white noise into the players, so that they don't hear anything. At least that's how they typically do it in these tournaments. But yeah, just making sure we have any audio issues resolved. Just making sure. Then we're gonna be good to go. Yo, we got the full black from Reynor. Oh my god. Is there no lower bracket in the final playoffs? No, there's no lower bracket. It's not double elimination. Single elimination at playoff brackets. There are no more lives. There's no second chance. It's all or nothing here and now. As Clem is already out of the tournaments. Already out. Single elimination. So Clem is out. Yes, Clem is out. And here we go. We're jumping back in. Jumping into game number 2. As spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have our South Korean Zerg player. We have the Red Zerg representing Team Falcons, leading the series 1-0. It is Solar for Team Falcons. Waiting for the zoom. Waiting for the... Oh, there it is. And spawning in the bottom right corner, we have his opponent. We have the Italian Zerg player himself, the Blue Zerg representing Basilisk, down in the series, but looking to tie things up. It is Reynor. Let's go. Let us go. As we are stepping in. Once again, hatch gas pool, standard openers out of our players. Again, we do not really expect 13-12s or 12-11s or 12 pools. We don't really expect early aggressive timings like that in the series. We might see a gasless opener. True. We might see a gasless, or maybe even like a pool first, into 2-base play on some of the larger maps. Welcome to Tokamak. This would be a map where we can go into 2-base play a little bit easier. Even then, though, there's no ramp coming into the natural, so... we're imagining more of a standard opener here. 3rd base, droning into a Bane in the Nest, then we mix it up. As a reminder, last game, Sola, he cut workers at 54. That is under 3-base saturation. That's 2.5 bases. So he went for a 2.5 base all-in with pure Roach. Reynor, he did misread, or I should say he was not able to read what was going on. Didn't scout and was caught out. Was caught droning. Again, in ZvZ, you drone, you die. At least in certain times. It can be very dangerous to drone. Likewise, it can also be dangerous not to drone. It's a very tense matchup. For now, though, we are building up. Overlords, they confirm the timing of the hatchery. From here, we should be expanding. There we go, Reynor moving in for his third base, and likewise, Solar is doing the same. And both players take their triangular thirds. Both players expanding towards each other. Yo, we got the road to EWC. Spore helps Reynor. Yo, you're stretching it with those copy pastas, Packer. We're spinning, we're zooming. True. The zoom. Meanwhile, Overlord does confirm the mailing nest. Again, both players so far are mirroring each other. So far, there's no big deviation. We're just chilling, calming down, droning up. Hatch gas pool. Early Roach Warren out of Solar. Let's go. Very early Roach Warren. So with this, you can go for an early Roach Rush. Solar once again is being the aggressor, and it's going to be on Reynor to confirm, as he also throws in his own Roach Warren at a similar timing. This one is not hidden, but it is slightly later than his opponents. Should be fine though when it comes to defending. Should be fine when it comes to getting ready for any early push. Ooh, as Reynor is joining up a little bit harder. Solar making only one worker, making two Overlords. Solar, he's going for the roaches, he's going for the push. It's going to be a shorter game. Reynor is investing into an Evo chamber. There it is. 6 roaches are on the way. He's committing. 6 roaches are in production here for Solar. Behind this, he can link flood or he can drone. What's it going to be? 8 roaches now. And Reynor's still droning. He's taking gases. Now is not the time. Okay, there we go. 5 safety roaches. Baneling gets found. Oh no, he's droning! No! Reynor, he's droning! He's still droning! He's getting +1 range! That's not gonna help! No! And Solar's all in. Yeah, there we go. Now he knows. Now he knows what's going on. He needs spine crawlers, and even then, it's gonna be a tough hold. As Solar is moving out, Baneling's morphing in. Reynor, he evacuates the third base, and we'll see if he can pull off this defense. Not gonna be easy, but it's possible. Let's go. The Queens have moved forward. Banelings are morphing in. One connects. Roach is getting caught out. And again, Solar is completely all in. Does avoid the Baneling. Ooh, does at least try to avoid the Baneling. Baneling does connect on Roaches. Lings, they flood in. But has he taken too long? Reynor, can he hold on? Lings, they went for the surround. They catch out the Queen. They catch out the Roaches. Banelings do morph in. And Solar, he backs off. Does pull away. He's running out of roaches. Solar, he's running out of steam. He's running out of roaches, but he got the surround. Boys are being pulled. Reynor barely holding on. And Reynor survives. And Reynor, he has a lead. Solar, he was all in. He's on 33 workers. He cannot drone from here, and he's not. 20 more lings in production. But the longer this goes on, the better it is for Reynor. And again, he bought so much time with those Banelings. The Banelings, they didn't really get any juicy connections, but they zoned away the Lings for a long time. That's what's important. They just bought time. Bought time for more roaches. Now, what is dangerous here is that Reynor, he's droning. He believes that Solar has backed off and Solar is macroing. That is not the case. Solar is still completely all in. And Lings, they will confirm. They get into the bases. We have 22 Lings in production. 1 spine call is on the way to help defend. Queen is exposed. There's 1 Ravager. A couple of Banelings is all we need. Yeah, Banelings are on the way. There's 3 Banelings in total. And 1 good connection towards the left-hand side. Meanwhile, Lings, they bust into the main. Ooh, drones are going down. Yeah, Reynor is getting caught out. Oh no! Solar, no shot. He's pulling this off. He is. Solar, he does get the Queens. Queens are going down one after the other. GG gets called. Solar, the follow-up all in. The first one failed, but the second one was successful. Reynor, he was droning. He was caught with his pants down. He had nothing in the main, and Solar will take a 2-0 lead. Whew, GG. GG, well played. Solar, he's up 2-0 here again. Honestly, really impressive hold here. Like, look at this replay with the Bailing buying so much. Oh, sorry, this is actually after. Before this, though, before this moment, he did a great job with his Bailings, zoning away the army. I think even here, actually. Yeah, he gets a Bailing connection, forces back the Lings. Roach is reinforced. This is the initial defense. Yeah, this is when initially Reynor does hold. Does pull the boys, zones him away. And here, Reynor takes the lead, but he droned. The problem is that after that, he kept droning. Reynor, he kept droning. If you remember, he was investing into further tech. He only made 1 spine, not 2. And in the process of droning up, that's when Solo caught him with his pants down. Caught him with his pants down. He just doubled down, committed to the all-in. And that was the correct move to go for Solar. Like, again, like, he was too far behind to try to drone from that moment, to try to macro out of it. So he just had to double down. He went for it. He went for the kill. And with that, GG. GG, well played. And here we go. We're getting into game number 3, potentially the final game of the series. In the left-hand corner, we do have our Korean Zerg player. He is 1 game away from making it to the next round, to qualifying for EWC. It is Solar for Team Falcons. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Italian Zerg player, the blue Zerg. It is Reynor for Basilisk. Here we go. Getting into game 2. And again, both games, Reynor, he's been caught making workers. You must understand. In ZvZ, you drone, you die. Both game 1 and game 2. Reynor, he's just been a little bit too greedy. He's been droning up too much, and Solar has been catching him time and time again. Someone get this man some suspenders. Get him a belt. Tie up those pants. And calm down. Here we go. And again, I expect a back and forth. I expect a back and forth between these players. Reynor got his ass whooped in GSL. If you didn't watch GSL, you might not know this, but Reynor did defeat Solar, and Reynor is the reason why Solar got knocked out of GSL. So Reynor did overperform, or sorry, I should say, Reynor outperformed Solar in GSL. Just for those who didn't watch and are not aware. So Solar, he's here for his revenge. Again, Reynor is the reason why Solar got knocked out early in the last season of the Global StarCraft League. Solar, he's here for his revenge. And we'll see if he can redeem himself. So far, hatch gas pool, standard openers. We're droning, we're saturating. And so far, everything's looking normal. Again, when it comes to the openers, that's not where we expect any kind of deviation. It's about the follow-up. So, hatch gas pool, third base, into Bailing Nest. Welcome to Incorporeal. Incorporeal is one of the larger maps in the map pool. Here's one of the larger maps. There's that Bailing Nest for Solar. Bailing Nest for Reynor as well. As we do have another Evo chamber. Ooh, I believe that is behind the mineral line. Solar, he might go for the Solar build. What I mean by that, +1 Carapace. +1 Carapace, Ling, Ravager all in. We'll keep an eye on that Evo chamber. We'll see what upgrade he goes for. The Observer just now pointing it out. Meanwhile, Raider going for a standard opener. Going for his own Roach Warren. Roach Warren's on the way. Bailing to waddle in to harass. And it's going to be +1 in range. Uh-oh. And I believe, if you recall, I did mention this in game 1 with Reynor trying to pull this off. I believe this is going to be a hatch-based all-in. I believe there's no lair with this. I could be mistaken. Meanwhile, Baleen does run away, is targeted down, but the queen does fall. Nice pick off. Very nice pick off. As Reynor does catch the queen. And again, +1 range is on the way. Roach Horn is on the way. And I believe this is all done without a lair. As Lings, they come in for the scouts. Not bad. But he doesn't get behind. He doesn't scout. Doesn't get behind the mineral line. Reynor's in the dark. Roaches are amassing. And Reynor, is he making these roaches defensively or is he pushing? He's droning. Reynor, he's droning up. So these are defensive roaches. Mainly popping up. Sole is massing up roaches. +1 range is almost done, and this is going to be a +1 range roach all in. Sole slipped into the main. Meanwhile, Reynor, he's pushing, yes, but he's also droning up. Like Reynor, this is a fake out. He's still droning. Nah, God, nah, Reynor, he's still droning. We've been here before, twice now. He's crazy. He's trying to macro. God. Okay, now he only droned up a little bit. He only made 9 extra workers. Not too bad. It's okay. It's within the margin of error. He's still droning though, and he's getting a lair. Oh God, he's getting the lair is not gonna help. He's getting a lair, getting Evo chamber. He's still making more drones. Baleen does crash in. Takes down 1 worker. And now he should recognize lack of saturation. There we go. Spine Coil is on the way. Now he realizes Reynor, he's now aware of what's been happening. 3 Spine Coils on the way. He needs as many as possible. Asol is completely all in. But I think Reynor should have enough. Like, he's got a good roach count. Like, he hasn't been too greedy. Jesus. Oh my God. Yeah, 6 drones go down, but that's fine. Like, Reynor's still ahead. Reynor, he's still ahead. Solar not getting a lair. Spine Coil's almost done. Plenty of roaches for Reynor. Despite the upgrade lead. Yeah, Solar's running. Solar, he knows. He knows he cannot break him. He cannot break Reynor. Reynor's on the high ground. He has the concave. Bailings, once again, they're bottling in. Ooh, that's a lot of drone. That's a lot of damage, actually. This is a lot of... It's 12 drones. 12 drones going down. Solar, he does take a worker lead. 13 drones. God damn it. See the copy passes in the chat. You're all animals. All animals. As so far, Solar, he's been able to drone, which is crazy. Like, he's been able to recover. Lair is now done. Spire is on the way. Going into Muta play. But at least we're getting to the mid game. Like, we're getting to the mid game here. Reynor, after losing all those workers, he has to make a decision. Does he commit? Does he drone? There's a lot of pressure on Reynor. A lot of pressure here. What's the plan? 4th base. 4th base on the way. Overload speed. Reynor is trying to scout. He does barely miss the spire. No. Reynor. Does barely miss. Lings, they collapse in. They get us around and they force a cancel. Ooh, that's a kill. That's a kill, not a cancel. No, he misses. No, he misses the spire. Bobby. And Spire's about to finish. Spire's about to complete. With that, the Mutas again map control. They shouldn't end the game, but they will gain map control. They will force back Reynor. They will allow Solar to settle in. He's getting to +2. There it is. Hydrogen's on the way. Reynor is getting ready. Going for the den. Lings, they bust into the mineral line. They get one. They get 2 drones. Nice damage. There we go. Now he confirms. Now he's aware. Spire is spotted. And Mutas are coming. Here we go, mutas, they do hit the roaches. So Reynor, he's forced to commit, but he's going to lose so many roaches in the process. Just so much free damage on the mutas. So much free damage. Reynor, he has to back off. Solar has a lot of momentum. He's forcing this all the way back. Nice contamination. Very nice contamination. On +2. Solar forcing his way in. Collapsing on top of the army. Ideally, this one is a hit with +2, but contamination is brutal. But a better concave. And Solar, he does pull away, does retreat. The Hydras, they arrive just in time. Reynor's holding. And again, imagine +2. Imagine with +2. But Reynor is holding on. He survives. Another the back-to-back contamination. Let's go. Reynor is catching up. He's catching up when it comes to the upgrades. Mutas, they have to race back to deal with the Overseers. The Overseers have become a problem. Let's go. Reynor's in this. Reynor, he's in this game. He's now got his Roach Hydra. Upgrades are more or less even. Reynor now moving out. How can we be pushing? Doesn't have too many Ravagers here. That's a lot of Banelings. Oh my god, the Banelings are rolling in. Oh, they do barely get on top of some of the Hydras at least, but not the best trades. And not the best trades here from Solar. Hydras, they survive. And Reynor, we're looking to make a series out of this. Let's go. It's not going to be 3-0. Reynor, he breaks through the main army. Pushing into the mineral lines. Mutas, now they race back home. They're going for the Hydras. And it's going to be a close fight, a close defense. Solar, he will clean this up. Reynor focusing down as many drones as he can. Just as much economic damage. There we go. 6 drone kills. 7, 8. 9 drone kills here in the mineral line. But Solar holds. Solar, he does hold on. We have Tunneling Claw Roaches on the way for Reynor. There's not that many mutas left over. How many left? That's Roaches AP off. We've got 3 Roaches in each of the bases. Yo, let's go. Tunneling Claws coming into play. Does burrow. And Solar getting pulled apart. Reynor gaining momentum for the first time this series. Gaining momentum here. Picking up workers. Drones are falling left and right. Against Solar, he was crazy this game when it came to getting away with his mutas. When it came to the initial all-in. But Reynor, he's done it. Reynor, he's done it. He has recovered. Drones, they're falling left and right in each of the mineral lines. Reynor, he's going to be the first to max out. And Solar, he's far behind in supply. The economy just isn't there. He's down to 47 workers, down to 46. He has no economy. Where did it go? It's gone. Losing 14 drones. 14 workers going down. And we're just waiting for the main push. We're waiting for the main army. We're waiting for Reynor to send it. Send it, papi. Send it. All the way. As there we go. Reynor, he does have the concave. Banelings, they roll into mainly roaches and not into the Hydras. And Reynor, he will shut this down completely. GG gets called. Reynor, he puts a point on the board. He does fight back. We have a series. Whew, GG. We have a series. We have a back and forth. Let's go. Oh my god. Again, a very intense series here. I was concerned it was going to be a 3-0. Thankfully, it will not. We do have a back and forth instead. It looks like our players, they did ask for a moment. Do not blame them. Again, Solar he did have momentum here in this game. Honestly, if it wasn't for the contamination, if you remember, there was a double contamination on +2. +2 was meant to be done in time for the main push. If it was, Solar, he may have broken Reynor then and there. Like +2, that was a big window. That was a big timing that was available to Solar, and he missed it because of the contamination. That was a nice moment here from Reynor. Likewise, of course, to be able to stabilize up against the mutas, get into his own hydras as well. Very impressive play there from Reynor. And with that, we have a series. We have a series. We're looking to go the distance. Now, as a reminder, Solar, he's still one game away. He's still one game away from still claiming it and qualifying for EWC. But Reynor is also one game away from forcing the ace match. That's all we want. We just want the ace match. Let's go. So we're getting it. And in the bottom left-hand corner of Ley Lines, we have the red Zerg player from South Korea representing Team Falcons. It is Solar. And in the top right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Italian Zerg player, the blue Zerg representing Basilisk. It is Reynor. Here we go again. It's been an intense series here, intense back and forth, a lot of aggression, a lot of all-ins. What's the plan this time? So far, again, we expect a hatch gas pool, we expect standard openers, we expect a third base and a bathing nest, but from there, do we go for a fast Eva chamber again? Do we go for a roach warren? Do we go for a faster lair? Where are we headed? Here we go. So far, standard openers. So far, openers are standard. Overlords are moving out. So, going to be scanning each other, checking each other's timings of that hatchery. So far, everything looking normal. Nothing crazy yet. Nothing crazy for the time being. Reynor picks in. And again, last game, when it came to his droning, he did only drone up 9 more than his opponent, so it was still good, still within the parameters. What is acceptable? It's okay. Was able to get away with it, was able to take a lead after that initial defense as well. Reynor claiming a third, so is Solar. Again, the third bases should be on time, the bathing nest should be on time, but what we're looking for are the Eva chambers and the roach warrens. We have yet to experience a standard back and forth ZvZ. That hasn't happened yet. We've just had Solar being hyper aggressive every game. Every single game, it's been Solar with the aggression. We're waiting for Reynor though. We're waiting for Reynor to kind of be the initial aggressor instead. I guess we kind of had that in game 1, kind of. It was more of a fake out. There's that earlier roach warren out of Solar. Does go for the roach warren. Likewise, so does Reynor. No early Eva chamber yet. No early upgrades. More of a standard timing here out of Reynor. As the Eva chamber has been thrown down. Solar making early roaches. I mean, his roach warren was slightly earlier as well. That's going to be 8 roaches for Solar. It is a big commitment. We'll see if he keeps going. Yeah, 8 roaches. Now we have Ling reinforcements as well. Lings are on the way. Solar cutting works at 27. Yeah, all in. Solar, he's going for the all in. He is just doubling down. Roaches are pushing. And here comes the Ling flood. Now, Reynor, he's still droning, by the way. Oh, God. Now, if you remember, I did mention how, like, oh, 9 drones, that's still okay. Here, he has a massive worker lead. 42 to 27, by the way. Spine crawlers are necessary. They're gonna help, but are they gonna be done in time? Third base is exposed, third base gets surrounded, spine crawlers are on the way. And Solar, he ignores the third, he wants to go for the kill. But there are Banelings. Banelings are finishing up. Roaches are poking in. So far they're knocking down the front door. And Solar's running. Solar, he's running up from here. He knows that he cannot break the natural. That's 3 spine crawlers finishing up. He cannot break Reynor, so he drones. So he does drone instead. Behind this pulling away, Reynor still maintains a worker lead. Reynor's still up in workers. Again, good reaction with the spine crawlers. They did finish in time. Solar's forced back and is running. So after the initial aggressive start, and Solar did kill the third, but he didn't break the army, didn't break the defenses at the natural. Was not enough. So the game will continue. Solar investing into +1 carapace. Both players getting into their own lair timings. Lairs are on the way. Ooh, we do see lairs done actually for Reynor, going into 2-base Muta, going for the Spire. Okay. I do like this. To appreciate this. Being more assertive. Solar, he's moving out. Let's find a mailing. And again, the pressure right now is on Solar to scout to figure out what's going on, to scout that Spire. But now he's going to roach speed, getting to +1 carapace. Does feel like laying Ravager from the side of Solar. No, the reason for the carapace. Overseer's moving in. Changeling is denied. And the Overseer, does he get behind the mineral line? Looks like he will. Yeah, he barely will. There we go. Massive scout. Solar, he's aware now of the Spire. He knows. But just because he knows doesn't mean he can do anything about it. He's pushing. Yeah, Solar, he's committing. Muta production has begun. Reynor making a couple of drones. Solar likewise, Hydrogen on the way. Solar is pushing. He's pushing out towards that third base. Lings are ready for a run by. They do slip by. Oh my god. Brutal baiting connection. Brutal connection. Bailing does connect. The expansion is going to go down. Nice pick off. Solar, he denies the third. He denies the third base. Lings, they pull away in the main. Bailing goes off. He wants the queen and he gets it. And nice setup there. Nice round. Nice control out of Solar. Takes down the queen. Likewise, Hydra production has begun. And I believe it's only mutas to harass, so he's not going mass muta. We're just switching into roaches. Going for the contamination. Let's go. Contaminates the main. Oh, and Solar, he's supply blocked. Still has a higher drone count, but needs to break out of that supply block. And losing more overlords. 4 more on the way. And we're in a really weird kind of game state here, where Solar's contained on his bases, so he has to re-drone, resaturate. Meanwhile, Reynor, he has a decent worker count, but he's long distance mining. Like Reynor, supply-wise, he shouldn't be able to keep up with Solar. And you can see here the economy in favor of Solar as well. Maybe just moving in. They are deflected. Mutas didn't really get much damage done. Solar pushing right down mid. Our supplies are quite close to each other. They're very much so neck and neck. Upgrades in favor of Reynor. At least for a moment. +1 range about to finish for Solar. About to catch up in those upgrades. There it is, 5 seconds away. And Solar pushing into 4 spine crawlers. That I'm not so sure about. How's that one? Got more spine cores finishing up. Jesus. That's a lot of spines. At the same time, Reynor does get across the map. And he does force you all in. Solo pushing into this forest of spines is not going to work out well for him. Yeah, better defense for Reynor. He shuts down the all in. He shuts down the push. And Solar is committed. He has nothing else behind it. 14 drones going down across the map. The economy is crippled. And we are looking to force the A smash. Let's go. Reynor is chasing him down. Starts stepping forward, picking off the roaches. Biles will zone. But Reynor, he's doing it. He's doing it. Despite having a very rough start in this series. Despite being down 2-0. He's looking to bounce back. We do have a Lurker Gen on the way for Solar. He's trying to slow the game down. But Reynor, he should just keep pushing. Like Reynor, he has a 40 supply lead. Just keep going. Just keep going. Last, he doesn't know the Solar's taking up. So the win condition for Solar is to slow the game down. If he can slow the game down and embrace Lurker tech. Overseer does scout, does confirm. Lurker Den's on the way. And yeah, it's on Reynor to try to break his opponent before he can embrace those lurkers. So here we go. As Reynor, he's maxed. Reynor is maxed out. And he needs to use this army. The problem is that even though he's maxed, he's not doing anything with it. And lurkers are building up. And lurkers, they can make up for supply deficits. They eventually can. Till then, Reynor's still moving in. Thankfully, he's being active. Lurkers, they do get in position. Oof. And lurkers, they are defending. We spoke about it. All it takes is a couple of lurkers. And you can force a longer game. As mutas are thrown away. I'll say the Solar here, if extends here, ideally he does want to fight with his own lurkers. Yeah, Hive is on the way. More lurkers are building up. Solar, he's recovering. Again, it's so difficult to try to push into lurkers without your own, without Viper tech. Oh, I say that. Reynor, he might still have enough. Trying to move in. Lurker upgrades are not done. I mean, there's no Hive. Reynor coming in from behind. Setting up for this round. At least trying to. Yeah, Lurker's getting in position. While zoning Solar away. Lurker's moving in. There's Lurker range. Oh, we have borrowed roaches on my hand side. Let's go. Hoping to catch reinforcements. Reynor's trying to poke in. Lurker count is slowly building up. At least it should be. You can see Reynor going for his own lurker den. Usually lurkers, they force out your opponent to get into lurkers. Into lurker Viper. Into Viper. So, it's been a while since we've seen that. Viper versus Viper in ZvZ. It is a thing. Reynor does get behind the mineral line. So we're building up. And we're about to embrace lurker versus lock yourselves in, everyone. Strap in. That's a better way of putting it. Strap in, it's gonna be a wild ride. We're getting into lunkers, Pappy, on both sides. We're not there yet, thankfully, but we're getting there. As we have some Vipers on the way for Reynor. Reynor needs Mutas here. Lurkers can't shoot up. No, when you get into Lurker tech, the insinuation is that you already have Hydras and you have access to Vipers as well. Like, Hydra Lurker Viper is the ideal, and it does force out the opposing Hydra Lurker Viper as well. So right now, Reynor's been taking into Lurker tech, which is the correct move. It doesn't feel good, but you're forced to make the same composition as your opponent. There it is. Lurker upgrades are on the way for Reynor. But we have faster Vipers for Solar. So we're getting to Lurker versus Lurker. My biggest concern is the lack of Vipers for Reynor. Solar already has his. Oh, like, let's go. Tongue and Claw Roaches. Meanwhile, Nidus into the main. Uh-oh. Nidus into the main base. Reynor, he does not see this. And that can be a kill move at the same time, though. Reynor, he does get into the bases. Roaches, they do on Burrow. Lurkers, they're going for the main. They're going for the tech. Ooh, and they can't deny the Vipers. Well, speaking of, though, nice abductions. Reynor, he already had some. He already had 3 Vipers. Nicely done. Does abduct, but oh god, for Solar, he commits. He commits into the main. Nice abductions, but still so many Lurkers. As more abductions coming in. Lurkers, they take over the main base. Hive is going to fall. At the same time, Solar back at home is losing drones as well. Losing workers. But Reynor, he's holding. Yeah, he shuts down the army. Cleans up all the Lurkers. He defends the main. He may have lost the Hive, may have lost his own tech, but yeah, Reynor, he's ahead in the economy, ahead in the army. Reynor, he should be fine. He's got the Vipers. That's what matters. Also, if you recall, I was talking about Vipers, and in my mind, I think I saw the production tab in favor of Solar for Vipers, but it looks like it was Reynor. So Reynor's got his Vipers. Oh, Solar as well. Gonna be forced back. Reynor moving in. Solar forced to counterattack, but alas, he just barely has an army. He has no bank, he has no economy. And we are looking to go to the ace match. We're looking to go all the way to game 5. Take us all the way, Pappy, all the way. To abduct the final. We'll try to abduct. Again, there's one Lurker left for Solar. GG gets cold, and Reynor ties up the series 2-2. We are going to the ace match. Whew. GG. We're going to the ace match. We're going to the final game of the series here. Again, a very intense back and forth. Solar tried to slow the game down with Lurkers, and he was able to somewhat, but alas, Reynor, he did respect the tech. He teched himself into Lurkers as well. And with that, we're going to the final game. One final game of the series. And again, a very intense game. As you can see here, it all began with Solar going for the all-in, where Solar killed the third base, and Solar, he was not able to break the natural. Remember, the spine claws were done in time, and Reynor was able to enjoy a better economy. Reynor, he didn't die here, so he was able to have a better worker count, re-expand, retake his bases. Mutas helped him with that as well. And this sealed the deal. The run-bys. The run-bys, the counterattacks. Solar just could not break Reynor. And with that, game 5. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Game 5. Imagine if Reynor had Guardians. Copium. And so from here, we're just building up. Or I should say we're just waiting for our players to get ready for that final game. I'm curious what the map is going to be. I'm not too privy to that information. Likewise, we'll see who's going to be the initial aggressor as well. We almost got to experience proper lurker versus lurker. Almost. Didn't quite get there. Here we go. Whew. It looks like we are loading in. We are going to be loading in. I'm going to be loading into Maganatha. Oh my god. In the top left hand corner, we have our South Korean Zerg player. We have our Red Zerg. It is for Team Falcons as Solar. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have the Italian Zerg player. We have the Blue Zerg for Basilisk. It is Reynor. Yo, you can hear the crowd. Let's go. Let's go. You can hear the crowd. And here we go, it'll end here. It'll end on the largest map of the map. Well, now, because this map is so large, we have seen a lot of muta play. We've seen a lot of successful muta play here on Maganatha. Do you think that we see muta versus muta? That's something that we haven't seen here tonight, but that is a dynamic that does happen from time to time, so that is maybe a possibility if both players do take into the spire. Otherwise, hatch gas pool, standard openers all around, which is to be expected. Which is to be expected. On top of that, all-in's going to be weaker on this map because the rush distance by ground is longer. Likewise, because it's longer, it is easier to scout. There's a higher chance that you're going to be able to come across an all-in or get into the bases to scout a lack of workers and scout early tech and scout early production. In general, all-ins are weaker on Maganatha. And we'll see. We'll see how our players will approach this. In general, Solar has been the aggressor initially throughout the series. Reynor has been going for a fake aggression, especially in Game 1. Go. Bases are being taken. Third base on the way. There's that safety Bailey nest. We should be seeing one from Solar as well. Solar has the money for it. Solar, he's skipping it. Okay, let's go. So Solar, he intentionally does skip his Bailey nest. He's gonna go for a Link Flood into roaches. Reynor, he confirms the Bailey nest is missing. And yep, there's that roach horn. So again, Link Flood into roaches for Solar. He's gonna be hyper aggressive. He's trying to skip and cut corners, skipping Banelings. Reynor, in a sense, will have that tech advantage. There we go. Banelings are on the way. Reynor moving in, the queens are moving forward as well. And Solar, does he turn this into an all-in? For now, he's being aggressive, he's applying pressure. Overlords are on the way. Two Overlords tells us that Solar, he most likely is going to mass roaches. Just waiting for the Warren. Reynor is droning, and here he comes. 8 roaches. 8 roaches are on the way. But again, as I mentioned, it's going to take even longer to get across the map. Reynor scouts, he sees no lair, no gases. Nothing really in the bases. And with that, Reynor is not droning. Reynor here made 5 drones. So from here, Reynor, he's just fixated on building up his own army. He's playing it safe. So Reynor is playing it safe here. He still needs more time for the roaches, though. Uh-oh. No spine. No spine. Solar, he's going for the all-in. He's pushing out across the map. Reynor, can he defend his third? Without spine crawlers, it's going to be a tough hold. Another Lings. Lings get in. They bust into the main. They distract. That's what's important. They're distracting Reynor. They're forcing back some supply. At the same time, Solar moving in. Going for the queen. Barely won't get, but that's a lot of Banelings. Banelings here waddle in. They zone back the Ling army. They zone away. Punishes the roaches, and Solar is not stopping. Solar, he's not stopping. He's still making roaches and Lings. Now, we've been here before. This is my biggest concern. Reynor is droning. He's droning up, which I think for now is okay. But if he drones up too much, then Solar can catch him off guard. I say that Solar, he started droning. Solar, he started droning. Okay, we're building up. Whew, okay, we survived the early game. It's been very tense. Very tense. But both players are backing up. Both players are droning. Both players are building up towards a longer game state. Let's go. You can see Solar droning up to 37 and still droning up even further. Here we go. Solar now squeezing out a couple of workers. You can see just how like sporadic this droning is. We'll make a couple of workers, then roaches, a couple more workers. Reynor, he's the one cutting workers at 39. Okay. No Eva chamber. No Eva chamber. No upgrades. Reynor, he's doubling down at 39 workers. That's all he has. Reynor, it's time for the blue Zerg player to go for the all-in. Let's go. The turrets have tabled. It's time for Solar to defend. We'll see if he can. Can he defend? Can he keep up with this? Solar, he didn't overdrone. He only droned up an extra 5 workers. That is acceptable. He's building up his own roaches. Plus on range is on the way. So better upgrades for Solar. He is set up. Does recognize how yet he does see the army. Spine crawlers on the way. Solar, he's ready for this. Or at least he's getting ready for this. Spine crawler, more roaches. We have 20 Lings in production for Reynor. But again, needs more time. And his one spine is not. Is that enough? Is that going to be enough here? Yeah, it should be. Yeah, plenty of roaches. Reynor committing in. Banelings, they don't quite get the connection they're looking for. Nice spread here by Solar. Does receive at the same time. Lings, they counterattack. Oh my god, catching a queen. Queen is going down. Reinforcements are getting caught out. Reynor, he's running out of steam. He's running out of steam. He's running out of army here. Remember, Solar, he has the defender's advantage. Lings are popping out. Roaches popping out. Still catching reinforcements, by the way. Still just slowing down Reynor. As Reynor, he bleeds out roaches, bleeds out army. Does not get enough damage done. And Solar, he holds. Solar, he holds, he defends. And now he can counterattack. And Reynor, he's in trouble. He's in danger here. The all-in has failed. Has to back off. Now, what's important? He's not droning. No one is droning. No one is droning up. Solar making more roaches, so is Reynor. We're just doubling down. Doubling down, making more Lings, making more roaches, just making more army. He's committed. He's not stopping. No one is. No one is stopping. We're still just committed. Still committed to more Lings, more roaches. No one wants to drone. So drone, you're crazy. I don't want to die. So no droning, still pure Ling Roach Ravager. As Reynor, he's moving out. He is pushing. Spine Crawl, I think, is still a part of this defense. As Reynor does go for a Ling Run by at the same time, once again towards that natural. Biles do not quite connect. So far, Solar holding the line. No Spine Cooler. Wings that defend. So does Roach Ravager. Better setup. And now finally, Reynor drones. Once the aggression has decided, finally does drone up. At least somewhat. Let's turn. Likewise, EVA Chamber on the way as well. Getting towards Chamber. Still both plays, they refuse to join up. Reynor out, squeezing out 4 extra workers. This Reynor's still building up. Does have the spine coolers. Solar, he still hasn't drawn in a very long time. We're still just doubling down. We have more spines only for Reynor. Good read here out of our Zerg. Very nice read. Things they do break in. Oh, they do get surrounded. Nice catch here from Solar. Very nice catch. As Reynor does plummet in supply. Aye. And here we go. Here comes the breakout. We do see that Solar, he is down quite heavily when it comes to the economy, but the army is there. The army is there. That's what matters most. I'm moving in. Does take some violence to the face. Does sustain some losses, but Lings are getting to the middle lines. Queens are going down. And Solar, I think at this one he's done it. It's been very tense, and like we've seen both players very concerned about droning. But here Solar, he has enough. He does push through, takes on the final Ravagers. Reynor just barely did not have enough, and there it is. GG gets called as Solar. Oh my god, Solar, he will take the series. He will make it through. And Solar, he will qualify for EWC. Whew, GG. Oh, the stress, Papi. Oh my god. It was a very stressful series. And even the start, I wasn't too sure, but oh my god, Solar. He made it. He's going to the Esports World Cup. He's going to the Esports World Cup. He has made it through. Top 4 do make it through, of course. There's the respect, and now he can sign. He can sign. You're going. You're going to Riyadh. You're going to EWC. So we have 2 players confirmed from this tournament so far. It is going to be Shin alongside Solar. Alongside Hero, of course. As well. GG. GG well played. GG well played. Congratulations here. A big shout to Solar. Once again, this is where I would love a winners interview. I would love to see a winners interview here, and I hope they're able to do something. I know that Ravi's there, but yeah, like it'd just be great to hear some words, to hear about the games themselves, to hear about his approach to this event, how close is to GSL, his thoughts as a player. But regardless, we'll see if we can set something up. Regardless, GG will play it against Solar. He barely does break through, went all the way to the ace match. Again, we expected this to be the case. As I mentioned before, Reynor, he has beaten Solar in the past. Solar's been Reynor in the past. They often go back and forth. An ace match is the best, or is very fitting here for these 2 players. And in the end, Solar, he will make it through. He will make it through. GG will play it. Again, a very intense series here. Very minimal droning from both sides. But of course, Solar, he was able to take that eventual upgrade advantage, able to take that fight across the map. You can see here +1 in favor of Solar. Of course, he called out all those Lings earlier, and that did trigger the push. Did trigger the move out. GG well played. Whew. Congratulations. Congratulations here to Solar. Congrats. Let's go. Let's go. GG. Praise the sun, baby. Praise the sun. GG well played. Again, a very intense couple of matches here. Shin versus Clem, Solar versus Reynor as well. Reynor, he played well for himself. He did play very well for himself, making it this far. And even here in the finals, oh sorry, in the semifinals, in this series, I meant to say, like, could have gone either way between Reynor and Solar. GG well played. I look forward to seeing him in the European qualifiers for EWC, as that is going to be in a couple of days. Meanwhile, we have our playoff bracket here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's catch on what's been going on. As you can see here, we have a Shin and Solar. ZvZ for the upper semifinals. They're going to be facing off to determine which of the two will make it to the grand finals. Meanwhile, we have tomorrow, Maru versus Hero and Classic versus Serral. Oh my god. Some crazy matches. Oh, do we have an interview? We do. I think this is our first interview. Am I right? I believe. Do we have audio? Oh, do we not get to hear it? No. There is an interview, not for us though. I think it's unrelated. I think it's for EWC, for the EWC crew. Unfortunately, not for us. But so at least there is an interview going on. That's great. Not here though. Like it's not even on the mainstream is what I meant to say. Like not here or not on the mainstream either. Regardless, at least it's good to hear that that we are hearing from Solar and hearing from what just transpired at least. But as we mentioned before, for those that are curious, the EWC qualifiers are in a couple of days. So I think that 2 days after DreamHack, 2 days after DreamHack, there is a European qualifier for EWC alongside a Korean one and an NA one as well. So there will be some qualifiers. So they will have another chance. They'll have another chance. Meanwhile, I do apologize for mate, how many hours have we been live? 10.5 hours. It is 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m. in the morning. We've been casting since 8 p.m. last night, so it's been a very intense, how long was it? 12, 13? No. Oh my god, Jesus. 15 hours. Yeah, it's been an intense 15 hours of StarCraft, going from GSL into DreamHack. So again, we started at 8 p.m. last night. Now it's 11 a.m. in the morning. So a very, very intense period of StarCraft here, weekend I should say. And we're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be back tomorrow here to determine the final players to make it through into EWC and to win the entire event. Oh boy, going to be some banger matches tomorrow, of course, including Clem, including Classic, including Maru, including Hero. Oh, sorry, not Clem, but Maru, Hero, alongside Classic and Serral. That's it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. We do appreciate it. Again, we should be back tomorrow. We're going to be, of course, co-streaming the entire final day. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be, again, an amazing night of StarCraft, I'm sure. And again, I do apologize for being a little bit out of energy or a little bit out of it towards the end. But again, it's been 15 hours, so very, very intense, and I'm very fatigued. I'm very drained. very drained. Might be very drained. So we're going to be wrapping up. And again, we'll be back later on tonight. It is going to be, I believe, in 13 hours, right? I believe. 10 a.m. CDT. But in around like 13-ish hours time. So plenty of time to sleep. I'm going to try to sleep as much as I can. I'm going to force myself to sleep as much as I can to be well rested for tomorrow's broadcast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go pass out. Well, I'm going to go get some food, get some breakfast, and pass the hell out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, GG. Well played. Well played, papi. Well played. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, thanks for watching. Hasta luego. Ciao, papi. Ciao. Hasta luego. See you tomorrow for the final day of DreamHack Dallas Road to EWC. See you tomorrow.